The following inaccurate courtroom drama is a non-profit fan-based parody being used with the intention of educating St. Bonaventure High School students in basic mathematical concepts. Dragon Ball Z, Doki Doki Literature Club, Yandere Simulator, and Ace Attorney all belong to Akira Toriyama, Team Salvato, Yandere Dev, and Capcom, as well as any other respective owners I may have missed. Point is, I don't own it, so please support the official releases.
We now call to order the trial of the people versus St. Bonaventure Hyperbola Homework. Is the defense ready?
Wait. Why do I need subtitles? You know how hard that is to edit in Sony Vegas? Oh, let me guess. It's because this is an Asian game. Your Honor is racist!
Racist? What are you... Okay, fine. You know what? No subtitles. Is the defense ready?
Yes, Your Honor. The defense is indeed...
No one cares! How about you, prosecution? Are you ready?
The prosecution is indeed ready, Your Honor.
Wonderful! Now could the prosecution begin by giving us a quick case briefing?
Of course. Dr. Matrices, one of the smartest men of our generation, was killed by Hyperbola Homework for simply being too hard. It is believed that he was looking at Hyperbola Homework that was so hard he had an aneurysm and spazzed out, causing him to smack his head on his desk and therefore knocking over the TV that was above his desk, killing him instantly. There was a piece of homework with blood on it found in the trash and another bloodless piece of homework found in front of him. A knife was found at the scene. However, Dr. Matrices could not have been killed by this weapon, as he was killed by blunt force and not by a stab wound. Yeah.
See, Mr. Wright, this is how you explain stuff. None of this cockamamie music video nonsense. Prosecution, were there any witnesses to the crime?
Yes, Your Honor. Our first and only witness is a graduate of Academia High and former president of her high school's literature club. We're going to be welcoming Professor Monica. Okay, witness, name and occupation, please.
Professor Monica, mathematician, author, and part-time piano player. Wait, this is your defense? What a loser. Where are all the good attorneys like Miss Macias or Mr. McReynolds?
They couldn't make it here today. See, they were busy working on the actual project, so you're stuck with me today. Do I even have to explain that this is completely irrelevant? Just give your testimony.
So I was visiting Dr. Matrices that day, working on conic sections homework, one worksheet per type of section. I had left him briefly to take a break, but while heading back I heard a crash inside of Dr. Matrices' office. I rushed in to find him bleeding out really badly and with a broken TV to his side. His last words were, "Finish hyperbola sheet on desk."
So you're telling me that the graph that was found on Dr. Matrices' desk was indeed hyperbola homework?
Yes, of course. I'm sure of it.
Let's take a look at the homework on his desk. As you can see, this is not hyperbola, but indeed parabola homework. Lack of foundation as to the difference between parabola and hyperbola graphs. That's a simple explanation, prosecution. You can tell the difference between the hyperbola and parabola homework based off of how it cuts through the cone. It's only considered a hyperbola when the cut through the cone is parallel with the axis of the cone. As you can see, this one is diagonal, making it parabola homework.
Mr. Wright, this is quite an interesting development you've brought us. However, I'm not sure how this actually changes the case.
About that. Hold it! Right, you don't know when to keep your mouth shut, do you? This point actually only further proves the prosecution's case. As we can see, hyperbola homework is so hard that even Dr. Matrices was mistaking parabola homework for hyperbola homework. This means that hyperbola homework is definitely way too hard to be in schools and should be found guilty immediately.
I guess he wasn't as smart as we all thought that he was. Dang it! Phoenix, think! We're so close. The answer is right there. We know Dr. Matrices wouldn't have made that kind of mistake. I have to turn my thinking around. Don't ask why it wasn't hyperbola homework. Think. had to be Parabola.
Enough! I see no need to further prolong this trial. The defense has failed to provide evidence to refute the prosecution's claim, and the verdict is as clear as day. This court finds the defendant Hyperbola homework at St. Bonaventure High School.
What is this objection, and will it be enough to solve this case? Find out next time on Doki Yandere Ball Z, Ace Attorney. Last time on Doki Yandere Ball Z, Ace Attorney. I have to turn my thinking around. Don't ask why it wasn't Hyperbola homework. Think why it had to be Parabola homework.
Enough! I see no need to further prolong this trial. The defense has failed to provide evidence to refute the prosecution's claim, and the verdict is as clear as day. This court finds the defendant Hyperbola homework at St. Bonaventure High School.
Your Honor, we're overlooking one thing. Why was there blood on the Hyperbola homework in the trash, but not on the Parabola homework that was right on his desk?
That's actually a good question.
It's because the scene was tampered with. The real killer, whoever they are, messed with the scene because they didn't want to be caught with the blood. So, they switched out the Hyperbola homework with the next closest thing. Parabola homework. Remember, there was only one of each of every type of worksheet on the scene, so we couldn't make another copy of the Hyperbola homework. The fact that the scene was tampered with means that he was not killed by some abstract ideal, but rather some actual person killer who could mess with the crime scene after the deed had already been done. And there's only one person who could have been the real killer. Professor Monica.
What?
That's right. I bet you weren't even working on homework, were you? You brought the knife with the intent to kill. And then you were planning to steal all of his work for yourself. Because even you yourself were struggling with conic sections. And you knew that Dr. Matrices was the only person who could have figured it out.
No, I won't let you do this to me. No, no, no!
But he was smart. He caught you in the act. That's why there was a fight. However, you played dirty and you smashed the TV on his head. But I bet that knife just fell out during the altercation. And I bet this entire case that there are still traces of your fingerprints on the knife and Dr. Matrices' blood. No, I refuse this conjecture. It's all bull.
I confess. I killed Dr. Matrices. What is the meaning of this strange and new confession? Will the truth finally be unveiled? Find out next time on Doki Yandere Ball Z, Ace Attorney.